Hi everyone, welcome. FPLMattDay here, and this is my Game Week 24 best captains picks for this week's FPL. I can't wait to go through my captains. I'm going to pick my top four, starting with my favourite at number one, all the way to my fourth choice. It's very difficult this week. It's very difficult. Obviously, it's the last game week before a blank and a double game week kind of sort of rolled into one. So this feels like a really critical captain choice this week. And there seems to be quite a few players sort of hitting form now, which makes this week a little bit more difficult. And let's not forget, we've got the Champions League, the Europa League, the Europa Conference League, all jammed in there at the moment, which makes these decisions even more crucial. Before I share screen and go through my captains, if you can please take 10 seconds of your time and just like this video, get your comments in as well. And if you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to share screen, and this is my number one pick. And for those that watch my team selection video, which you can find in my videos, you'll know who my number one pick is going to be because it's my captain for this game week. And look, it could come back to backfire. I've gone against a certain Norwegian king before in the fixture Haaland's got, which is Nottingham Forest this weekend, and he got a hat-trick, and I went against him that game week. And I said I wouldn't make the same mistake again. But Marcus Rashford is on absolute fire. 54.4% owned. So if he does bang compared to Haaland, you will get green arrows. His ownership is still less than Haaland. His form is phenomenal. He's got the fixture against Leicester at home this season, who have improved of late, Leicester, but they do still score goals. If you have a look here, let's go to his history quickly. You have a look here. He got points here against Leeds, points again against Leeds, points against Palace, points against Arsenal. And then you go a bit further back, nothing against Palace, but then points against City, Bournemouth, Wolves, and Forest. So he's hit every single game week bar one since the recent, and he's almost due another double-digit score because he was unlucky not to get that at Leeds. And yeah, Leicester at home is a very, very good fixture for him. I'm really excited about this captain pick, and he's number one. You've got clean sheet points as well in there. So if United keep a clean sheet, you get that extra clean sheet point for Rashford. I think he's got a good chance of playing the full 90 or at least 80 to 90 minutes if the game's wrapped up as well. And he's going to get those extra midfielder points when he does, or if he does score. I don't want to say when, in case he does blank, but he's my number one captain pick for this week, which we will then go to my number two captain pick, which I don't think is going to be causing too many surprises. And a lot of people are saying, why is he not your number one captain pick? You know, he's on unbelievable form. He plays against Nottingham Forest, who've just lost a couple of their centre-backs. 85.4% owned. The reason being, Haaland away from home hasn't quite been as productive as he has at home. Ake got that double against Leeds a few weeks ago, and you could probably look at this fixture as sort of similar to that. But I also think City have got a big Champions League against Leipzig. I know United do in the Europa League, but I feel league points are more important to Man United right now, as they are City. But big Champions League games, I think if City do take the lead in this one, sort of 2-0 by the hour mark, maybe even 3-0, like against Villa when Haaland come off at half-time and they preserved him, then I think, there's a chance that you might not even get that extra appearance point out of Haaland, and he might not necessarily score all the goals. They've shared the goals around a little bit more lately with Grealish, De Bruyne, Gundogan coming back into the team as well. So I do think he scores. I do think he returns. But I'm not sure he's going to outscore Rashford this weekend. And I think it's a good week to go against him with the form of Rashford and the likelihood that he will probably get an early sub I think he will get an early sub if City are in control of the game. And there is Julian Alvarez in there as well. The game against Leipzig is very, very important for City in the Champions League this week. And then let's go to my third captain option. It's going to be this man, Kevin De Bruyne, also with Forest away. He was back in the goals against Arsenal with 13 points and also an assist. He was very, very dangerous. And he seems to be a player, when he gets one big score, he normally backs it up with another. So he's back on the captain radar for me this week as my third choice for captains, the Manchester City midfielder. So let's go to my fourth and final choice. And it's going to be from the team that I support, as you all know, Tottenham Hotspur. It'll be Harry Kane. And look, Spurs form hasn't been that good. It's been very inconsistent and up and down, as you can see there. Some green, some red. But this man has been very, very consistent. As you look at all those scores, second top scoring player in FPL this season. Very, very consistent there. And West Ham home is another team he likes to score against. It's one of those teams where, like Leicester, I know I said Leicester last week, but it's again home. I think he'll come out and grab at least sort of a goal, maybe two. It will be a tight game, but I think Spurs might nick it 2-1. And he's always a captain option at number 4. 38% owned, 11.8 million. Number 2 for his points per match this season. So that is my captain picks in from 1 to 4 for game week 24. Let me know what you think in the comments. Who's your captain going to be? And let me know if you're going to captain someone completely different to either of these. Thanks again for watching. Please remember to like the video, get your comments in, and subscribe if you are new here. I'm FPLMattDay, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.